Hello. In this recording, our team would like to present our final project that we have developed for the Advanced Database Management class, which is a sports aggregator information system. Our team has developed a sports aggregator information system that offers a unique experience for all types of users. The system was developed from the back end at the database to the front end of the user interface with the sports enthusiast's experience in mind. The project is basically a combination of expert and user interactive systems. Users of the system will have a tailored experience in which they can take advantage of features that exceeds other systems. Such features includes following their favorite sports, publishing expert authenticated articles, posting opinions about their sports, following their sports news feeds, and accessing to links to purchase their game tickets. The system will initially offer 9 sports to follow and can be expanded. Several tools were used in the development of this project, including using SQL Developer for the database development, while interface was developed using ASP.NET, C#, HTML, JavaScript, and is fully integrated with the database. The report will provide a detailed description on the database design and development, as well as the development of the actual user interface. Moving to the system design plan. We have identified the requirements from the responses received from the questionnaire posted by our team. The actors that were identified are the users who would register to the system and use the functionalities that have been mentioned earlier that the system offers. Agents are, on the other hand, responsible on updating players' information, tournaments information, and ticket vendors' details. Managers are responsible for recruiting agents of various sports and create their profiles in order to enable them to use the systems. And lastly, ticket vendors will be responsible to provide URL links to the system in order to allow our users to purchase tickets of their favorite sports. The following sections will provide a detailed description of how the database was designed as well as the user interface.
My name is Srinivas. Thanks, Nai, for the introduction. Now I will take to the database design of our project. First, we have written down the assumptions before starting the project. Few among the assumptions what we have considered is the agents can write many articles, the users can also write many articles. Along with other assumptions, these are mentioned detailed in our report. Coming to the entity relationship diagram, this depicts the relationship between different tables. We have 22 tables, and also it gives the information either the relationship between the different tables is one to one, one to many, many to one relations. Coming to the logical design of our logical design, the logical design gives different what are the different data types assigned for the attributes, along with whether the attribute is a primary key, a foreign key, a unique constraint, and also the relationship between different tables will be shown in this logical design. In the data integrity, to ensure data quality in our design, we have used primary key constraint, foreign key constraint, check constraint, unique constraint, and also not null constraint. To demonstrate these constraints, we have used two different tables named user article and login profiles. Here, this is the DDL statement of user articles. Here we can see not null constraint is used in many of the attributes. The attribute ID is given the primary key. It is considered as a primary key constraint, and check constraint is put on attribute named valid fag, which can take only y or n as values. And the foreign key is set on a sport ID and along with the reference from where it is taking, from which attribute it is taking. Coming to the DDL of login profile, here we have used the multiple contributes for the primary key, that is the user ID attribute along with role ID attribute, and the unique key constraint is enabled on username attribute, as different users should have different usernames. For data generation, we have used different methodologies. First is the manual data generation and loading. Here we have used the generatedata.com to generate to populate the data, and this we have taken into an Excel. From Excel, we have used the function of import function, which is available in SQL, to get the data into our tables. The next is the numeric sequence, which is used to automatically increment the ID attributes in different tables. This is depicted here in the sequence. This is a sequence where we have written a SQL query for the automatic increment of the IDs on different tables, and this will be done in our user interface. We have used for generating random data for the attributes of date or timestamp data type. We have executed the queries to set date using date arithmetic, different logic or arithmetic operations. DBMS random package, which is inbuilt provided in Oracle DBMS. Here we use this package for generating data to the contact attribute in many of our tables. We have also written a procedure for updating the created by attribute and updated by attribute in the tournaments table with the random values of IDs of agents who are related to the same sport of the tournament. Now my teammate Mr. Ravi will take us to the further in this project.
Thank you, Srinivas. As part of application initiated queries, we initiate DML queries and packages from the application. For demonstrating this, I am using registration page, login page. So in the registration page in the backend, a select query checks whether the username already exists or not. If the username is unique, then the insert operations are performed which insert the credentials of the user. So these are the queries, and this is the backend C# code. Coming to the login page, in the login page also a select operation is performed, and to check whether the username is correct or not and the username password combination is correct, and if everything is correct, then the login status is updated and the number of logins and all such details are updated. So this is the backend C# code for this. And coming to the packages, so we created a package to add or edit player details in the application. So this package is initiated when the agent tries to add the details of players. So here, for demonstrating this, we are created a package for the baseball players. So a package consists of a specification part and the body. So the specification part contains declarations and definitions. And we also used a function to create the sequences and to create the next sequence for a new record that is being inserted. So this is the function to create the next value in the sequence, and also this is the PL/SQL block which we created for this functionality. So we used the merge statement to the system automatically inserts if no record exists, and if already a particular player exists, then it performs update operation. And this is the execution of the package. And now coming to the performance tuning. So for the performance tuning, we used a function based index. This shall be used to filter the tournament details based on the year when the tournament has been held, and also we performed an experiment on transaction level read consistency for generating the reports of the users which has number of logins greater than the set number. So we created a function based index which contains the extract function. So we created the function and we performed an experiment to check the importance of the index. So our conclusion is that when the index is not created, the query is executed to perform by performing a full table scan. So when in the presence of the index, the full table scan is not avoided, and so the execution time is greatly reduced. And coming to the transaction level read consistency. So we opened 2 sessions of SQL developer, and we first initially committed all the transactions, and later on we used the transaction level read consistency, and we observed that whatever changes are made in the other session are not reflected in our current session. So this is very important in the report generation in the business point of view. And now my friend Rohit will continue about the application.
Thanks, Ravi. Now coming to the application part, we have developed the application using Microsoft Visual Studio 2013 and SQL Developer and the languages C#, JavaScript and HTML. So this is the home page of our application. Here we will be having the list of the sports. So when we click on the particular image, it will be redirecting to the Wikipedia information about that sport. So once the user get aware of the awareness about the sports, he can register to the system by selecting his interested sports. So this is the registration page. Here we have done all the validations for the mandatory fields. And coming to this, I'm just filling out all these details. So okay. And the countries in this drop down are read from the database countries table. So this is the countries table which we have around 197 countries. So all these countries will be displayed in this particular table. The user can select his native country from this particular list. So once he selects it, and he can select all the sports that are available in the sports table has been displayed in that particular registration page. So he can select his interested sports among those 9 sports, and here user will be giving his email ID. And for this username, the user should have a unique username. So no different users should have the same username. And 2, 3, 4. So clicks on the register. So it automatically redirects to the login page, whereas in backend the details will be entered into 3 different tables. So this is the details that has been entered. So these are the users details of profile details, and this is the login profile details. So this is the username password of that user ID 12, and initially the number of logins is 0. And coming to the user sports, so what are the sports that he has registered is logged into this table. So these are the 4 sports that he has registered. So this is the date at which he has registered. All these things has been stored. Now coming to the login, so here again it will be validating all the username and password matches, and then it will go to the home page of the user. So once you click on the login, so in the backend the number of logins in the login profile will be updated to 1 for that particular user. So now this is the home page of the user. So here he will be able to see the notifications which are the latest updates given for his interested sports. So this is fetched from the notifications table from the backend. So these are the 2 notifications that are being displayed there in the UI, and here the time is being displayed as the system time of that particular user. So coming to the article section, here the article section, he will be having all the valid articles that have been posted by the various users along with their user first name and last name. So this is the articles that has been posted, and if the user wants to get the player details, he can go to the players button, and tournaments, if you want tournament details, he'll be going to the tournament. So, and if you want to purchase the tickets, he will be going to the tickets tab. So the user has all the functionalities as a read only. The only page that the user can write into the database is posting the articles. So when he click on the post, it will be redirecting to the post article page. So this is the post article page. Here the initial there is a drop down. So this particular drop down contains the sports that are registered by the user during the registration. So that is being fetched from the sports table. So this is the thing. So these are the sports that are being so the username is 1234. So this is the sports. These are the sports that has been registered by that particular user. So badminton, cricket, football and tennis. So those will be displayed in the drop down list here. And now I am posting an article related to the Dhoni. So for this I am taking the description and giving the description for that particular article, and uploading the image that suits for that particular article. So here it will accept only the .jpg and only image formatted files. Next, he can upload any reference documents that are valid for this particular article. So here he can add any document oriented document formatted files or PDF docs or any image files. So there is a maximum limit of 2 documents that can be added here. So once the user fills all these mandatory fields and clicks on the post, it will update in the backend to the user articles table. So this is the article that has been posted by the user, that is the user 12 who has posted this article, and these are the images and document files that has been stored. So when you click on this and view as image, so this is the image that has been loaded by the user for the particular article. But this particular article is not being published in the home page of the users, since that is not validated by the agent. So it is not displayed in the article section of the home page. So once the agent validates this particular article, it will be displayed into the home page of the users. So I am logging off now from the user and logging with the agent to validate these articles. So go to the login. Now I am logging in with the agent. So this is the home page of the agent. So it is similar to the user's homepage, but the only difference between a user and agent is he has all the read and the write access, whereas the user has only the read access. That is, he can just read the information from the database, but he can't write the data other than the post page. So here you can see on the post button, you can see the count of the articles that needs to be validated by the user. This is taken from the database, which is read from the database. So when we click on the post button, it redirects to the agent post page. Yeah. So these are the articles that needs to be validated by the agent. So this is the article that has been published previously. So once the agent validates this article, and if he feels this is valid article, he clicks on the publish and clicks on the save button. So all those articles which he clicked on publish will be validated. So in the back end, now if you observe, that particular article will be containing the valid flag as Y. So the valid flag has moved from changed from N to Y, and the agent ID and who has validated that particular agent ID has been updated, and the date also has been updated. So coming to the home page, you can see now you can see the article in the home page of that particular agent or user. So let me log in with other user so that we can get verified whether the article has been published to all users or not. Yeah, the article has been published to or other users too. So only the valid articles will be published. And this is the system that we have developed, which has the both combination of the expert and user interactive systems. And as of now, this particular scope has been limited to the 9 sports. So in future, we can increase this particular scope to all the sports that are available internationally. Thank you.